right.
You do that clinically?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Well, hell, the patient's wearing the glove anyway, aren't they? They're wearing the rubber dam.
Right.
So I always tell them, you know, you're wearing the glove, but I need a little bit more tactile sense than these. These are surgical gloves, but sometimes they're not enough.
Well, I hate when they get
Just
slippery.
a little bit more. Oh, I do this quite a bit.
Wow.
Let's just say we started in the 70s when there were no
Right,
gloves.
yeah.
And amazingly, we have survived.
Yeah. You're kind of off the screen.
Center up. That's what you just need to say is Ruddle center up.
Okay.
Give him a good kick. Sometimes that helps.
A kiss?
No, a kick.
Oh.
God, she kissed?
I don't think I want to give him a kiss.
No, I don't think so. That's not going to work.
You're right.
So what are you doing right now?
Well, what I'm doing is just trying to get it to engage a little bit, and it is.
Okay.
So I need Philly over here, and she'll come over, and I'm going to have, I don't often use, let's see, get these organized.
25?
I don't often use 8s, but we might want to have a couple 8s.
And why is that?
Well, okay.
Not why don't you use it, but what are you? What's telling you it's an eight?
Here's my strategy. I'm trying to work this thing in. Is it just moving in?
Is it?
It's not. I'm not really moving in.
No.
And you've done a little bit of work, but I don't assume you've ruined anything. But it just seems like it's a really tight canal, or maybe its entry angle into the pulp chamber is really abrupt and awkward. So I just need to get a little engagement so I can get a little bit deeper, because I'd like to start to flare it a little bit. But I don't feel I can flare it. I can maybe widen it here. You've widened it here a little bit, but I need to widen it over a few millimeters.
Okay.
Because my assumption is if I can get down the canal a little bit, it's wide open.
Okay.
Usually these things pinch off.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I don't like to do now, because I won't be so good at getting it back in, but we'll put a little bit in here. Maybe we'll put a little bit in.
Oh, you know, I didn't get it going, so that's probably what's happening.
So is this ever one of those things where you just put a little chelator down there and go to your other canals and come back in like 15 minutes?
Well, a lot of people think chelators are going to just sit there and you'll come back later and it'll help you. That's bullshit.
Okay.
So you have to be doing something when you have your chelator in here. Now I'm not really moving in, and this is not good.
So now you not moving in right now, is this ledging?
Well, I'm not thinking we've already alleged it, have we? You tell me.
I don't know.
I don't think you have. What'd you put in here, SX?
Yeah.
See, I would have never put an SX in here because
No.
I need to have working width,
Okay.
and we don't. So that's just a shelf. I'm not going anywhere.
Uh-huh.
So,
So you think I might have ledged it with the
oh,
SX?
there's a little catch. There's a little catch. Okay, do not take the file out. Get brace, and you're just going to just barely lift it up. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. These
Is
are
it moving, or is it just?
Oh, it's caught and it's just barely moving. But see, I'm potentially going to widen it a little bit so I have a chance to get into it.
Okay.
Now, don't pull hard, but just grab the tooth gently and you'll see where, go ahead and,
Yeah, it's caught.
you got a little resistance, don't we? You can get a little more snug.
Okay.
So I have a catch. So I love a catch. Oh, we can't, might never get past it if we come out now.
Okay.
So I'm trying to work this in a little bit
So
more.
now you have a catch, you're still working.
I'm
You're not
just
pulling out.
No, I'm just trying to get it to move in a little bit because it's hard to take a 1/2 millimeter stroke,
Okay,
right?
Right.
It's easier to take like a 2 or 3 millimeter stroke. So in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Now it's moving a little bit better. Now I might go to a 6.
Now look at your file there now. Is there anything I can learn from that? Like how it's
Okay.
diving?
This is the orifice, and that's how far below the orifice we are.
Okay.
So when Ruddle pushed in a little bit, the file was like a noodle, and so it kinked.
Okay.
So the part that was in the canal held its shape, and I kinked it here because Ruddle was pushing a little bit too hard.
Okay.
That's all that is. So that file's
So
fine.
it doesn't need to mean that we need to transport the orifice right now.
Oh no!
Okay.
I mean, I want to, but I just don't.
Just can't do it now.
I gotta to get the GG trick going, or to get the auxiliary gates going, or get the SX going. I gotta have working with.
Okay.
So right now, I'm only trying to get working with, and I'm not even thinking. Let's get to length. I just need to get down about halfway.
Okay.
And so let's see if I can find it. There it is.
What do you have in your hand there?
A 6.
Okay.
This is really wimpy. I keep getting off camera because I'm too far back, so there, that'll help.
Or that a special, like, it's always the weird, not mobile cases. It would be nice to get.
So why is it that you're not going in there with the larger files like in the video?
Yeah, that doesn't ever.
Well, a larger file, I would lose the canal immediately. So larger files are fine.
Just because you're not far enough into it?
I'm not far enough into it.
Okay.
As soon as we get far enough into it, you're going to see me do just what you remember seeing on the video. So I went in a little bit deeper. Do you notice I'm taking little short strokes?
Right.
And what I'm doing is I'm carrying chelator back down deeper into the canal so I can get emulsification, lubrication, flotation.
And this is not going to ledge it.
And this isn't going to ledge, and now I can take longer strokes, and now I can probably see I got pretty good flutter.
Yeah.
So now I can probably work in a little bit deeper.
What is flutter an indication of?
Well, it means I'm engaged.
Oh,
so when you hit the handle,
doesn't go flying
like,
out.
it goes brrr, like when you shoot an arrow to target.
Yeah. Okay.
This is really important. Don't come out.
Yeah.
And in, out, because when I pick it up, I'm buttering the file. When I take it down in, I'm carrying chelator in, so I'm getting forgiveness. Now I can go in a little bit deeper. And anytime if I'm boring you or you want to go try,
No, I
say,
want to see how you do this. Because this is
Not if I use a plier. You could try using
where I would
pliers and get a grip.
might be inclined to say others on MB2.
Try that.
well, I want
Scotch
to work with you a little bit on your fees. I want you to have permission to sit here
Lori, are you
Right.
sure
and be your
it's
word.
completely
Because if you
back?
if you're getting, just make up a number, $800 for a molar, and you know you're over here for another hour, you're just going to say at some point, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Next case, please. Okay, now I'm starting to make some progress. The stop's not close to the reference point, but 16 millimeters of cutting flutes is the active portion of the file, so I'm getting down to about 14, right?
Okay.
Stuff, so if you want to go for it, top zero, which I would recommend, because you want to try to reach.
No reciprocation. Notice this?
So if you're not reciprocating, you're never going to ledge or block.
Pretty much that's it.
Okay.
Now I did do some gentle reciprocation to get down, so I'm just saying once you get down, you got a dry canal, there's nothing. This is what butters the file and carries more down. Remember you and I were talking, do you just butter the file and stick it in?
Yeah.
Well, I'd have no chelator down here.
Yeah. I mean, I hear where you are with it. You kind of want to make sure that everyone starts packing with the same sort of.
No problem. It's worth asking, right?
Okay, I think we can do something different. Now I'm not to length, but do you see how I'm down about 16 almost? So if you're good, then we'll start working on getting this opened up a little bit.
Okay.
So now I'm just going to go through these very quickly. And
Why did
this,
you make that decision that we're ready to continue? Just 'cause you
well,
got it far enough in?
I got it far enough in that
So now you
now,
gotta start shaping it.
exactly. So now just watch. This is what you probably saw in the video. So Ruddle puts this is the one with the dog leg, but so what? Now see how I'm reciprocating it?
Yeah.
Just wherever it goes is where it goes. Go clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, and pull out.
So you're doing roughly 180 degrees of reciprocation, is that?
Well, let's measure it. There's the unidirectional stop. Yeah, it's probably 90,
Okay.
more 90. And I don't care where they go. I'm not trying to take every bigger file where the previous one was. That's
Yeah.
old-fashioned endodontics. Just wherever it goes is where it goes. Where's the hole? See, we got to get this thing opened up so we can be more effective. If you go counterclockwise, you can never ledge.
Yeah.
So I'm just widening it at this level, aren't I?
That's
Then-
widening it?
Yeah, because I'm making it the width of the file. And then I can take a little
It's cutting?
bite.
Cut both ways.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
So counterclockwise, you won't ledge.
right.
Uh-uh.
Why is that? I'm sorry.
Because the file wants to back out, and you can only ledge when you go in. See how that went deeper? So in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Now it's slipping and sliding, sliding and gliding. Now I'm not near the length yet, but I'm not getting down on the more apical impediment, and I'm not attacking. You don't see me doing this like, I'm just like, just kissing it. It's just like,
Yeah.
okay, now let's go on through. Let's make more room. Now, why are we trying to make more room?
Chronally.
Because we're trying to get a more efficient tool in here. Wouldn't that be nice? We could use a mechanical tool. See how that got a little bit of dent on that?
That's right.
See that? In, out, in, out.
This is a tough tooth.
Well,
In there.
it's a good example of what he should have brought. I mean, he probably wouldn't have known it was tough, but I mean, thank God it's not a piece of cake, or he's not going to learn anything. He's going to go, oh, look how easy these are.
So we're back down to the 8 now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're done with 6.
I'm going to take the 6 in
Okay.
a little bit more, just make sure I'm good. See, we're down below 16 now.
Okay.
I don't know where we are, but or is that it? There we are.
Right there.
See it?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Wow. So that's where.
See, I don't have a spoon, but there's a
Loan
there's
your
a
spoon
there's a
out.
lot of salts, but
Could
do you see this
swallow
root? You see this? This is the RMB.
Yeah.
But do you see that? There's a little ridge here on the mountaintop. This is like a peak.
Uh-huh.
Well, there. Now we're starting to see it.
Use cotton pliers, honey.
Well, there we go.
Okay.
See that bulge? That's a perfect apex.
Yeah.
And it's pretty close to, it's way over here, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'd never see that radiographically. This would be an apex locator. You'd never see it. I don't think you could. There's straight on. There's mesial. There's more. That's about as far as you could go in the mouth. You'd have to come clear over here to say, but you probably wouldn't see it because you'd say, well, there's the end of the root way up there,
Yeah.
and I'm short. But anyway, we're there.
Gotcha.
So
Cool.
let's.
So now.
So we'll just ballpark it and say 16. Probably see the 16, the last flute. If I back this out,
Okay.
I'm going to say it's about 16. So let's immediately start to enlarge this. Give me a GG1. Now we're going to have what he saw in the video. This is a little too small for
How
SX.
did you just put that in?
Oh, here, do it about 4 times.
Really?
Yeah. So if I've been drinking heavily, I come over and I can't
I'm
be
always, like,
still.
spinning it until it
So
falls.
I'm pushing my finger on the chuck.
Uh-huh.
Then she puts her finger here because I'm moving.
Yeah.
An assistant can always put their fingers together, can't they?
Yeah.
So if she just comes over in the air and tries to drop it in, that's going to be a hell of a hard job.
Right.
So she's putting her fingers together because watch what she's doing, see?
Yeah.
Now when she puts it in, I hit the rheostat and it drops.
No kidding.
So you don't get glove roll.
Phyllis, you're a great assistant.
Hell, Phil's taught me
I'm
that.
for hire.
Wow.
I'm looking for somebody to pay a little more.
Here's another idea, see?
Yeah.
Can you put that? I want to see.
Go on the other side. Flip your, yeah, it's a little better.
Better vein.
Right.
That's
It's
all the
just,
pressure.
it's just a kiss.
Yeah.
I don't, because you're going to see me do this, but I don't want you to think I'm doing this. I don't even break the skin.
Okay.
So just, let's get this opened up a little bit.
Is that like 200 RPM?
500, 750, somewhere in there.
Can I hold the tooth when you do it?
Yeah, let me,
Feel how much you're pushing?
It's hard to do it with.
no, he's good. I'll just steady him.
Okay, cool.
3.
3.
This is really good, Cliff. This is almost worth the whole tuition.
Lori, I wouldn't listen to Ross. He'll tell you a bunch of bullshit. Now here I'm gonna come down this wall. See? Put the belly on the wall.
This is a 3?
Uh-huh. See how I'm marrying that to the wall? Remember how I took my diamond over here and we thought it might have been a little bit too far?
Yeah.
So look where we are now.
RPM is that? What
5 to 750. I'm not using.
This is a cavo,
Yeah.
so you can't tell exactly what
Oh,
we're
okay.
doing.
All right.
Okay, so you got that back.
Slow.
You got that.
So now we can find it better.
Now we can probably do what we've already reached length, but now you can actually find it better, as you perfectly said. So now I'll come back with the 8, and there it is. And I'm not going to have her change all the stops, but it's going right in there.
Yeah.
Still pretty snug. Count to 20.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay, that's a lot looser. It's just the discipline. I don't care if it's 20 or 30. It's like multiple times, guys.
Yeah.
There's a tight
It looks like
eye.
you'll routinely do it like 30, 40, 50 times.
Well, that's the
He
secret.
really does. Anything you see, think exaggerated, and that's what he does. And that's the thing I notice when I'm talking to doctors is they don't realize how much irrigation, how much brushing. He really is doing a lot more than you think.
All right, I think we could probably get an SX in here and help us project our shape a little bit deeper. But if I go like that, I want him to do this. Turn that clockwise and counterclockwise and hold the tooth and everything. It doesn't feel like it's really gonna break, does it?
No.
Now do that with this one. Do it with yellow. You'll feel that if you went around a little bit more, you'll break it.
I don't know if I'm in it. Oh,
It's
there
hard
it is.
with
There it
your
is.
bare eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, you could snap it off, right?
Yeah.
So just take a baby turn counterclockwise, baby turn counterclockwise. All you're doing is you're not going in so much as you're just doing a little bit more of that.
Okay. It's not really advancing.
Exactly. And so, you know,
Okay.
I mean, there's two kinds of recapitulation. One is recapitulating with your tin file and just clearing the framing, right? But then there's also going through the series, going through the entire series, going through the entire series. I mean, this thing is starting to get to be like pretty loose. So like, why don't we just do the SX?
Now, how
Now
far
I
are you
said
gonna
not.
take this thing?
I said don't cut with your apical third.
Yeah.
We'll probably cut a little bit.
Yeah.
We can if we have knowledge. I told you like a bulletproof thing, cut
Right.
in the middle, so you'll all go home and do that. But now remember this?
Yeah.
Remember that little idea? Well, now we can live a little bit more on the edge.
Shouldn't you have arrogant?
Yeah, I should. Let's look at see what we're doing. Okay, let's have some water. Let me have a 6. Make sure I didn't screw it up.
That'd be embarrassing.
Oh no, he can believe I could do anything, like breaking files. It's part of the course, isn't it? We should probably do a resemblance of it being right. Now you'll see more with like Phil said when I have the right reagent. You'll get a sense more where we're cutting. But this is really gentle.
Now, if that thing's just spinning, are you gonna ledge? As long as you're moving with it?
Well, I'm kind of just, when I feel a little resistance, I was lifting it up and spinning a little bit, but I'm short now.
Okay.
And then what I really want to do is I want to brush and get a little bit more shape going.
Do you know what to do that?
Okay.
You know, I don't like this one.
No.
No, I mean this specific one. For some reason, it doesn't look right under the microscope. See the tip? It's looking like a broken instrument.
Okay.
Almost looks like it could be broken. And it's not, because we wouldn't, if I looked at that, I might have said Ruddle lost a millimeter of it. But when I do this, I'm not worried about it because that's not what's happening. I mean, this easily, you know.
Right.
Oh, wow, look, I came over into the other one. See that? Look at that. So, what do we find out? It goes like this, then one goes over and communicates with the MB, and then there's obviously another branch that goes the other way. Now, here, why don't you take it? Let's see if I can even get you back over, and then I'll give you your damn tooth back because I'm probably mutilating it.
No, this is good.
No, I'm joking. We're not mutilating anything, but what I'm just demonstrating to you. Here, let's irrigate. Flush this out. Hit it with air. Perfect. Hand me a 4 GG. I'm gonna ramp that orifice. Now, babe, watch that. So you don't hit your wrist on it. Okay. Oh, it's over here.
Wait a second. Okay.
3. I'm just projecting more shape. Sorry, guys, but it's just this. If you have in your mind where you're trying to go, then the pathway's mapped out for you. It's just a matter of how do you do it. Do you do it with all hand files or? Two? Don't even worry about doing all that. I'm going to go 2-1. I'm just trying to get more shape going because I'd like to curve my file.
Yeah.
Because I like to explore that other branch. And how am I going to do it if it's too parallel?
I mean,
Oh, that was-
hypothetically, you wouldn't even know that existed.
Yeah, look at where you found it too. It's right over by the palatal orifice. So you might not know it existed. But we talked about that earlier. You and I did one-on-one. We talked about the importance of de-roofing. And you had found it for me. I didn't find it for you. Okay, you got the whole thing. So, back to basics. Isn't it kind of, unless I was in the wrong canal, was that possible?
Maybe.
But still, if I was here, why did it come out?
Well, that's the distal.
I know. I wonder if I was in the wrong canal. Maybe it's not this trick. Oh, there we go. There it is. Forget what I said.
Okay.
I think when I threw it in last time, I was in the wrong canal.
I think so too.
So there it is. You can see it sticking out.
So that made me think.
So anyway, my son, go in peace. But tell me what you learned. I don't want you to leave until you tell me what you just observed.
You got to be patient. Very
Okay.
patient. Start with small files. Advance them. Don't get too aggressive. Don't penetrate too far to your ledge, and just keep trying to advance it larger and larger until you get far enough in where you can start opening up coronally with
Perfect.
some larger files and crown down until you can finally get an SX for the gates in there.
That's it.
Cool.
Good
Awesome.
job.
All right, thank you. Now what?
Shape the damn thing.